Hey, we're downtown Bend, and my son Ryan and I are feeling like we could... Thirsty. We could go for a really nice cup of coffee, and there's no shortage of great places to have a good cup of coffee right here. So we're going to take you to our favorite places to have a really good cup of coffee right in downtown Bend. Come along. First up is Looney Bean, and it's located on Brook Street, just next door to Pine Tavern. And they've been serving up their roasted coffee and baked goods since 1992. It's one of my favorite places to get their specialty coffee called the Killer Bee. It's a cute spot with lots of tables to meet up for coffee or a meeting. But really the highlight is that it's located right along Mirror Pond, and its location just cannot be beat. It's a great place to have coffee in the summer or the winter just to catch some vitamin D. Their staff is so friendly. I love the Looney Bean. Next up is Dudley's Bookshop and Cafee. It's located on Minnesota, smack dab in the middle of downtown. And Dudley's is where I love to get cozy, buy a book, and sip on a dirty chai. Upstairs, there is a big room with more books and lots of space to sit. And if you love to buy local, this is a great place to get a coffee and buy a book. They have a great local Bend and Central Oregon book section, which I highly recommend. Heading on over to Lone Pine Coffee Roasters, it's located on Harriman, which is just across the street from Blacksmith Restaurant. Lone Pine has been around since 2009, and their original location was next to the Tin Pan Theater, and I love that spot, but this one is even better. It's big and bright and warm and so inviting, and they roast on site, so make sure that you go out in the back and see them roasting coffee. I had a specialty coffee there that was called the Noisette Latte, and it was perfection. Last but not least is the Commons Cafe and Taproom. It was once Crow's Feet's Commons, so it's referred to locals as Crow's Feet. Yes, it's one of my favorite coffee shops, but it also happens to be one of my favorite places to grab a beer. It's located on Brooks Alley, just behind the Tower Theater, and it happens to be one of our historic buildings in town known as the Rademacher House. Located on Drake Park overlooking Mirror Pond. It's lots of fun inside and great places to sit. Thanks so much for coming along with me. If you ever want to go grab a coffee with me, please let me know, because I love to have a good cup of coffee. And a special thanks out to Ryan for coming along. Thanks for coming. Let's go grab a coffee.